You probably don't even notice it. The way you sit, the way you hold your shoulders, or the way you avoid eye contact. But if you've been through narcissistic abuse, your body remembers everything, and it shows. This happens because trauma doesn't just live in your mind, it lives in your nervous system. People who experienced narcissistic abuse carry tension in their posture, breathing, and micro-expressions, often without realizing it. But here's the problem. If you never notice these hidden habits, they can keep you stuck in survival mode. You'll keep feeling anxious in safe situations, disconnected from people you care about, and weighed down by a tension you can't explain. The good news? The moment you become aware of these signals, everything starts to shift. You can teach your body that it's safe again, feel lighter in your own skin, and finally start reclaiming peace after everything and be in control again. Let's break down 7 weird body language habits most survivors have, and how to recognize them is the first step to healing. Stay until the end, because simply learning to notice these signs can be the turning point in your life. First habit you should notice is crossed arms, even when comfortable. You might not even notice it at first. Your arms slowly folding across your chest, even when you're not cold, even when no one is attacking you. But your body knows why. This is your shield. This is the armor you learned to wear when life felt unsafe. Every time you cross your arms, you're not just blocking the cold, you're blocking the world, putting a barrier between you and anything that might hurt. This isn't just a random habit. It's the leftover imprint of living in survival mode. When you were in an environment where you had to protect yourself, maybe walking on eggshells around a narcissist, waiting for their next mood swing, your body learned to close in, to guard itself, to create safety when safety wasn't guaranteed. And now, even when you're in a room with no danger, your nervous system still whispers, stay guarded, just in case. But here's the good news. This habit is not a life sentence. The first step is simply noticing when it happens. The next time you catch yourself folding your arms, pause. Take a slow, deep breath and let your arms relax to your sides or rest gently in your lap. This one small act tells your body, right now, I am safe. Over time, these moments of awareness retrain your nervous system. You begin to feel lighter, more open, and more present because your body finally starts to believe the danger is over. When you start to notice how often you cross your arms, you'll see it's not just your arms. It's your whole body trying to protect you. And that brings us to the next habit, which goes even deeper, shrinking your posture. You might catch yourself rolling your shoulders forward, keeping your head slightly down, and almost making yourself look smaller, even in a safe place. This isn't just bad posture. It's your body saying, don't notice me, don't make me a target. When you lived around constant criticism, judgment, or emotional attacks, your nervous system learned that being invisible felt safer than being seen. Psychologists call this defensive body posture. It's a nonverbal way of protecting yourself, almost like curling up into a shell. And you're not the only one who does this. Many trauma survivors unconsciously shrink themselves because their body is still wired to avoid conflict and negative attention. The poet Marianne Williamson once said, "Your playing small does not serve the world, but when you've been hurt, your body doesn't care about serving the world. It just wants to survive." Here's the thing. This habit isn't permanent. The moment you notice yourself hunching forward, take a slow breath, roll your shoulders back, and allow yourself to take up space, even if just for a few seconds. It may feel strange at first, but over time, this simple act retrains your nervous system to believe it's okay to be seen. It's okay to exist fully. Little by little, you stop shrinking and start standing in your own presence again. And as you slowly allow yourself to take up more space, there's another habit that shows just how deeply your body remembers. This time, it's in your eyes. You might notice it's hard to hold someone's gaze, even with people you trust. You look away quickly, stare at the floor, or find yourself focusing on anything other than their eyes. This isn't just shyness or introversion. This is what psychologists call gaze aversion, a common response when the nervous system associates eye contact with danger. For many survivors of narcissistic abuse, eye contact became a trigger. Looking someone directly in the eyes might have meant confrontation, criticism, or a verbal attack. Your brain remembers that, and even now, when you're safe, it quietly says, stay small, stay invisible, don't invite trouble. Research in trauma psychology shows that avoiding eye contact is part of the freeze response, the body's way of trying to minimize threat by making you less noticeable. It's a survival reflex, not a personality flaw. And you're not alone. Countless survivors experience this exact same thing. Your body is not broken. It's just overprotective. Here's a gentle step you can try. The next time you notice yourself looking away, don't force yourself to stare. That can feel overwhelming. Instead, try holding someone's gaze for just one more second than and feels comfortable. Take a slow breath while doing it. Over time, this retrains your brain to associate eye contact with safety instead of danger. With practice, you'll notice that looking someone in the eye feels less like exposure and more like connection. And once you start reclaiming eye contact, you might notice something else. Your eyes aren't just avoiding people, they're scanning everyone and everything, constantly scanning the room. You may notice you can't sit still without glancing around, checking who's nearby, reading faces, watching body language. Even when nothing is wrong, part of you feels like you have to stay alert. This is called hypervigilance, a common symptom of post-traumatic stress. It happens when your brain's amygdala, the part responsible for detecting danger, stays switched on for too long. When you lived around unpredictability, your brain became an expert at spotting micro shifts in tone, facial expression, and body language because it had to. You learned to read the room in seconds just to keep yourself safe. And now, even when you walk into a peaceful space, your nervous system still whispers, stay sharp, stay ready, danger could be coming. This is not paranoia, it's your brain doing its best to protect you. Many survivors experience this and think something is wrong with them, but really, this is just the survival system working overtime. Here's a gentle practice. Next time you notice yourself scanning, pause and name 3 things you see that make you feel safe. A friendly face, an open window, even something simple like a chair. This helps signal to your brain, I have checked, and right now, I am safe. Over time, these small check-ins help your nervous system relax so you can enjoy being present in the room instead of always preparing for the next attack. And even when you're not scanning the room, even when you're perfectly still, your body might still be holding on to the past. That is why you should notice tension in your jaw, hands, or shoulders. Pause for a moment. Notice your jaw right now. Is it tight? Are your shoulders creeping upward towards your ears? Are your fists slightly clenched even though you're not angry? This is what trauma experts call muscle guarding, a subconscious contraction of muscles designed to keep you ready to fight, run, or defend yourself. When your nervous system stays in a state of chronic sympathetic activation, the fight or flight mode, your body never fully relaxes. Your jaw holds on, your shoulders tighten, your hands grip, not because you choose to, but because your body thinks letting go would make you vulnerable. And this constant muscle tension is exhausting. It's why you may feel tired even after doing nothing physically demanding. Your body has been working overtime just to keep you ready. Here's the truth. This is not weakness. This is your body's loyalty. It has been protecting you long after the danger passed. But you can teach it that it's safe to rest again. Try this. Unclench your jaw, roll your shoulders slowly back, and take one deep breath that fills your belly. This is called down regulation. It signals your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest state, to activate. Each time you do this, you're not just relaxing your muscles, you're retraining your body to believe it's over. I am safe now. Little by little, this is how you trade constant tension for calm strength. And even if you manage to relax your jaw or drop your shoulders, there's still one more clue: the way you sit. The way your body seems to stay ready, even in moments of calm. You might notice you never fully relax into your chair. Instead of leaning back and letting your body rest, you stay perched, slightly forward, like you might need to spring up at any second. This isn't just a quirky habit, it's a sign of anticipatory anxiety. When you spent time in unpredictable or chaotic environments, your nervous system learned that something could happen at any moment, so it kept you physically ready to react. Trauma researchers often talk about living with one foot on the brake and one on the gas. Your body is trying to stay calm, but also ready for danger, which leaves you in a constant state of alertness. Here's the thing. This posture doesn't just keep your body tired, it also keeps your mind stuck in alert mode. And you are not alone in this. Many survivors report this exact experience without realizing it's their body preparing for a threat that no longer exists. Try this as an experiment. The next time you notice yourself sitting on the edge, gently lean back into the chair and feel its support. Take a slow breath and tell yourself, I don't have to be ready to run right now. The more you practice this, the more you'll notice that you can sit through life with a sense of groundedness instead of bracing for the next impact. And even when you're sitting still, even when you're trying to relax, your body might still be working overtime to keep things light and safe. This time through your expressions, nervous laughing or smiling. You might catch yourself smiling or even laughing in moments that aren't funny. Maybe you laugh when you're talking about something painful, or you smile automatically when someone confronts you.
Big party for an American hero, my son, the astronaut.
But could you pay me in advance?
This is more than politeness. This is your body using what psychologists call appeasement behavior. It's a survival strategy that says, if I stay pleasant, maybe I can prevent conflict. For many survivors, nervous laughter became a way to diffuse tension in the room, to make dangerous situations feel less threatening. It's not fake, it's protective. And you're not alone. Countless people who've lived with emotional abuse do this without even noticing, and then beat themselves up for not being serious enough. But here's the empowering part. When you notice yourself doing this, pause and ask, what am I feeling right now? This tiny moment of awareness helps you shift from automatic people-pleasing to authentic expression. Over time, you'll find you can still smile when you want to, but not not because you're afraid of rocking the boat, only because it's real joy. These 7 habits are not weaknesses. They are proof of how hard your body has been working to protect you. Every crossed arm, every nervous smile, every scan of the room was your body's way of keeping you alive. But now, you have the power to teach your body something new, that you are safe, that you can rest, and that you are allowed to take up space in this world again. So which one of these habits did you recognize the most in yourself? Drop it in the comments, not just for me, but for others who need to know they're not the only ones going through this. And if this gave you a moment of clarity or relief, hit that subscribe button and let's keep walking this healing journey together, because every small awareness you gain is one step closer to feeling free.